your Bibles, if you have it, to 2 Corinthians 12, verses 9 to 10. 2 Corinthians 12, 9 to 10 is very familiar to most of us. My grace is all you need. Parang alam na alam nung ating mga ka-moments na nagsabi na His grace is sufficient. His grace is enough. Now, 2 Corinthians 12, 9 to 10 says, my grace is all you need. Alam nyo, period na sana yun di ba? Na pwedeng, oh anak, alam kong meron kang hinihingi. Alam kong may sakit ka. Alam ko kailangan mo ng pera. Alam ko na nag-away-away kayong magkakapamilya. Alam ko lahat ng iyong mga pangangailangan. But my grace is all you need. No, na parang if you think about it, Lord, I need healing. Yes. But if you don't give me healing, your grace is enough. Lord, kailangan ko ng pera para bayaran na tong bahay na to kasi ayokong may utang pa rin. But kung kailangan mong mag-monthly pa rin, His grace is enough. Lord, ooperahan ng aking mahal sa buhay. Sana maging okay ang operasyon. But even if it's not going to be okay, God's grace is enough. Why? Because the verse continues, my power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Alam nyo, sabi ko kanina, di ba, na parang because ang buhay ko ngayon sa sobrang daming kailangan gawin. No, I am going to do my last session for Haggai tonight. No, and for those of you who know, I do not like speaking in public. Weird, no? Because iniisip ng mga tao na I am so bibo, na I want to, I'm always super upbeat, pero sa totoo lang, I am an introvert. Kaya nga radio works for me because I do not see anybody. Hindi ko naman kayo nakikita, although alam kong nandiyan kayo, di ba? Because I am so scared of speaking in public. Totoo, no? Scared is the right word. But then this verse comforts me all the time. Because if God assigned me to do this, problema niya to, hindi naman ako ang mapapahiya. He is the one who placed me here, so He is going to be the one to equip me. And ikaw din ka moments. Ano ba pinapagawa ng Panginoon sa iyo ngayon? Ano ba ang kanyang assignment sa iyo na ayaw mo, no? Na kulang na lang. Magsipa-sipa ka din sa salog, no? Just like a child na hindi nakukuha yung gusto. Umiiyak, muyaka na lang din magsipa-sipa, di ba? Just like a child who does not get what he wants, we roll over the floor, we shout, nagtatantrums tayo, di ba? Because we do not like the assignment. But you know what? God's grace is all you need. If He has placed you in a difficult situation, He can show His power through your weakness. Alam niyo ba, na-realize ko, minsan, di ba, na parang, kaya siguro, nilalagay tayo ng Panginoon sa mga mahihirap na assignment because He knows that on our own, we cannot do it. No, na kung pwede lang takbuhan natin ito. Kung pwede lang wag natin gawin. But the more that the power of God can work through us, the more na nagiging klaro na it is not because of me, not because of what I know, but because of who God is and how He has blessed me. Alam mo, usually, no, we try to make people appreciate our value. Minsan, di ba, pinagpipilitan natin sa iba na, oy, i-appreciate mo naman ako. Hindi mo naman nakita itong mga ginawa ko para sa'yo. Sometimes we cannot say it out loud, but in our heart, nandun yun, di ba, na we try to measure up. We try to be accepted. Kaya nga natin, kulang na lang bilhin ang pagmamahal ng ibang tao because we want to prove to ourselves that we are worthy. And alam mo, itong mga ito, nakaka-lead, nakaka-stress, nakaka-anxious, di ba? Na parang, anong sasabihin nila sa akin? What if I fail? What if I say something I shouldn't say, no? Parang, naku, na-bless naman ako doon sa sinabi ko. Kasi mamaya talaga, I'm so scared. I don't know how I'm going to react. No, na I am afraid to fall short. And I'm pretty sure kayo rin. Ayaw nyo yung responsibility because you do not want to fall short. Because you know na hindi mo kaya. You know in your heart or you think in your heart that you are never enough. Pero alam mo ka moments, you are enough. The mere fact that God placed you where you are now, it's not because you can do it, but God can do it through you. Ikaw at ako, we are just instruments that God is using to heal others, to encourage others, to bless others. Alam nyo, we may try to please our bosses. No, especially sa inyo na nakikinig ngayon na parang ginagawa ko naman lahat ng dapat kong gawin pero itong boss kong ito, wala namang nakikitang mabuti sa aking ginagawa. Alam nyo, you may try as hard as you can. Pero meron talagang mga tao na sadyang bulag sa katotohanan. You cannot change that. There's nothing you can do to change that. But you can pray. You can ask God to soften the heart of that boss, of that colleague, no, so that there is world peace sa inyong opisina. Ano ba ang kasagutan sa mga situation na ito pag tayo ay na-assign sa mga trabahong ayaw natin, sa opisinang ayaw natin, sa mga kasamahan natin sa trabaho na ayaw natin? No, na-discover ni Apostle Paul ang sikreto nito. No, ang daming gustong baguhin ni Apostle Paul sa buhay niya. Remember nyo yung lagi nating kino-quote na yung thorn in the flesh, na grabe, tinatagal-tagal, nagre-request talaga siya kay God na, Lord, alisin nyo na po. Total, nagsiserve naman ako sa inyo. Total, good girl ako. Lord, I am in the vineyard. Pwede bang alisin na lang ito? Pwede bang wag na lang akong pahirapan? Pwede bang everything is okay? But despite his requests, ayaw tanggalin ng Panginoon yung kanyang thorn in the flesh. Bakit? Because God wanted Paul to keep his feet on the ground. Alam ng Panginoon that Paul is going to boast. Alam ng Panginoon na ikaw, pag tinanggal ang iyong sakit, ang iyong emotional pain, pag tinanggal ang paghihirap, pag tinanggal or binalik ang perang nawala, alam ng Panginoon na makakalimot ka na naman sa Kanya. Of course, sasabihin natin na, oh Lord, hindi. I have learned my lesson. Hindi ako makakalimot sa iyo. Pero magpakatotoo ka moments. Magpapakatotoo din ako. It is so easy for us to forget the goodness of God when life is so good. God knew that Paul is going to be proud if he is going to take away the thorn in his flesh. So to keep Paul from becoming proud, God said, no, my grace is enough. At this point in the life of the Apostle Paul, he was learning the importance of depending on God 100%. Paano ko nasabi yun? The verse says, so now, I am glad to boast about my weaknesses. So tanggap na ni Apostle Paul na, wala na. Ito na ang aking sitwasyon, forever and ever, so that the power of Christ can work through me. So that malaman ni Paul, so that malaman mo, so that malaman ko, na kung ano man ang mangyari sa broadcast natin, sa trabaho ninyo, sa exam ninyo, sa kung ano man, it is the power of Christ working through us. Alam nyo, God has an unlimited power. Minsan hindi napapakita sa mga buhay natin kasi nagmamagaling tayo. Kasi feeling natin na, oy, teka lang umaasenso tong negosyong to dahil sa akin. So, wag ka. Don't me. No, wag ako. We can only access the unlimited power of Christ if we realize and recognize that we are powerless, that we are weak. Then we become strong. strong through the strength of the Lord Jesus Christ. Ano ba ang conclusion ng ating pinag-uusapan ngayon? The conclusion that I want you and me as our takeaway is for us to realize that we owe everything to God. Lahat ng meron ka, lahat ng naipundar mo, lahat ng marami kang nakikita sa palibot mo, those things do not belong to you. They belong to God. Your children, feeling mo, ay anak ko to, pinalaki ko to, binihisan ko to, akin to. Hindi sila sa'yo. Your children, you're just stewards of those children. They belong to God. Alam nyo, I hope that you and I realize that we are flawed people. Even if we try our best will never be good enough. That is why we need God. His wisdom, His strength, His ideas, His blessing. Alam mo, kahit na sobrang sarap ng luto mo, but if the Lord will not bless, wala rin. No, dito sa DXFE, merong tumutulong sa amin, no, na tinutulungan din namin na magbenta ng mga cookies, no, because they support the ministry also. Pero alam nyo, pag hindi nagpadala ang Panginoon ng mga customers, wala rin. No, kahit na gaano mo kagaling, if God will not open doors of opportunities for you, wala rin. So I hope that you and I will be like Paul, our feet firmly grounded, knowing that wa'gyoy ato. Alam nyo, there are burdens, there are problems, there are situations na pinagdadaanan natin ngayon. Huwag kang mag-focus doon. No, I'm telling myself sa session mamaya, I will give my best for God's honor and glory. Lord, bahala ka na. Ikaw naman ang naglagay sa akin dito, problema mo itong lahat. So, ka-moments, I hope that you are also going to say that, na Lord, ikaw ang naglagay sa akin sa lugar na ito. Ikaw ang nag-allow sa akin na mag-take ng exam for my promotion. Makuha man ako or hindi, problema mo yan, Lord. I will take one step, one day at a time, according sa utos mo. 2 Corinthians 12, 9 and 10 says, My grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. Ka-moments, tama na sa pag-pretend that you are strong. Tama na sa pag-pretend na kaya mo ang lahat. Hindi mo kaya. You are here, I am here, because of the grace and mercy of God. So enjoy life while you can. Enjoy the seasons of your life. Enjoy your weakness so that God's power will be manifested.